It's been a while. Hello. Happy knitting, crocheting, spinning, making. Happy all the things. Happy New Year to all of you. It is 2024. I am, as I do often at the beginning of the year, trying to do some new things, create some new good habits, and one of those is being a little more regular in front of this camera. So I feel like I don't have a lot to say, but I also have kind of a lot that's been going on. So I'm just going to talk about some of the things that I've been making and things that are making me happy. And first of all, I want to start with spinning. I have been spinning and enjoying it so much. I cannot even tell you. Last year in the summer, I took a class with Jillian Moreno at SSK in Nashville, a retreat that I attended and vended at last year. And knowing that I was going to that retreat, I took out my wheel after 5 or 6 or more years of being basically packed away and nothing happening to it. And I cleaned her up and got her out, and I have been spinning frequently since. I'm just absolutely enamored with it again, which is so fun. I found my old spindles. I have 2 gorgeous spindles from Bosworth that I got at my first ever Rhinebeck. I acquired a new supported spindle, which I am horrific at and need a lot more practice. And I have gotten a jumbo flyer for my wheel. So I'm just doing all of the spinning things right now. Let's see. So this little braid is kind of an interesting little story, actually. Well, maybe it's not interesting, but these were from Into the Whirled, some little bits and bobs, one of their bits and bobs bags. They just like the ends and the leftovers and things that were overweight or whatever, however they get them, I don't know, but the bits and bobs. And I probably got this at my first Rhinebeck in 2012, 2013, not really sure. However, it had been sitting around and I thought, well, let's get her going. So this was a combo spin for sure, because it's all sorts of breeds and yarns and colors. And so I just did a combo spin. It's, I mean, I don't necessarily love it, but it taught me things. It taught me about getting better at getting the same like thickness of yarn, even though you're spinning different things. It taught me a lot about joining as you spin. So there was just a lot of learning in this skein from this year. I don't know if I'll use it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. It's not horrible. It's just not, at least at this point in my life, it's not like doing it for me, which is okay. But it taught me something. Then I spun up this skein. I'm knitting with it, and I don't want to show you what I'm knitting with it because it's likely a gift. But this is a skein of hand spun. I believe this is Hello Yarn, and it's Grello. And I say Grello, it's actually more yellow and brown than it is yellow and gray, but they're very grayish browns. So again, this one is a 100% merino, like a super fine, like 18.5 microns maybe. So it's extremely soft, and the fabric that I'm knitting it up with, I mean, it's just turning out gorgeous. I ended up getting probably about 400 yards of a fingering weight, 2-ply. So very pleased with my yardage on this one. Then I joined Jillian's Patreon because I just enjoy that group of spinners so much. They're all so knowledgeable, and I'm just like absorbing all of the information that I can. And she does a 100-day spinning challenge. I believe this is the second year, maybe the third, but I think the second. And so my first thing that I spun up in December, it started December 1st, is I picked a bat from my stash that I got last year from Gritty Knits, and I just spun it quick and dirty. Thick woolen spun, all sorts of thick and thin, all sorts of crazy things in here, and then I plied it with a gold thread. I don't know if that's gonna come through, but this is very like just a very fun art, very artsy skein, and it's super fun. So it's about 100 yards, a little over 100 yards of a bulky. So maybe a cowl or something like that, maybe a headband. I know it's quite soft. There's like no itchiness at all. So, so that's nice and lovely. And currently I am working on, this is the first bobbin plied. It is a 3-ply, what is that? 3-ply, it's 3 different braids. One, they were all kind of sort of in the same color family. One from Wee Chickadee that I won last summer at SSK. One, the door, like the goodie bag fiber from SSK from Into the World. And the last skein is, I want to say it's Nest, I believe. I'm in the Nest Club and the Hello Yarn Club, and I feel like I'm kind of weird light and blown out, but we're just gonna have to deal with it today, guys. Yes, so maybe that will help. I don't know. I'm trying to look at the camera, but I can't tell if it's better or worse. So anyway, I spun each, I kind of split them into little sections and then spun each of the different yarns as singles and applying them all together. And I actually think, so it's I guess a combo ply more than it's a combo spin, but I think it's turning out lovely. I think it looks very cohesive so far. I think I'm almost halfway done plying, so it will be another big bobbin like this, and then maybe like a third like regular size bobbin probably. So that's good. And yeah, I think that's kind of it for spinning right now. I'm just loving it. Knitting wise, I mentioned that I am working on that hand spun project with this. I've been knitting a lot of things here and there. Nothing that I'm just like totally focusing on. I did just finish a sample, which for my, it was a test knit, and of course now it's a sample because it's my yarn, but this is so bright. Oh my gosh, it's gonna blow out the camera. It is highlighter pink. I think I called the colorway neon pink. Real creative. But it is a cabled cowl. So, okay, so let me back up. My friend Shanalines Designs, she's kind of all over the place right now. She is teaching, she taught at SSK last summer. She is just releasing some amazing patterns left and right. I feel like every few weeks there's a new one. She is teaching at the Virtual Maryland. She's teaching at the Interweave Festival in March, I believe. I feel like she's just kind of got it going on right now, which is amazing. But this is a cowl, a cabled cowl that comes out February 1st. It's knit with Aran weight, and I just had some Aran weight that I got years ago that I really honestly have not used. I will likely not carry Aran weight really permanently, but I just have some of this and I would like to dye it up and get it out of the storage bins that it's in. So I'm dyeing up little 2 skein kits of it for this. I actually held this one that I knit, again, because I had it, I held it with some hot pink sequin yarn. And it is so fun. I also messed up on my cowl, so don't look too close at that top part. It's perfect from here down. It's got these like graduated undulating cables. It's a great pattern. It's very warm and cozy. It's perfect for inside a coat. It just kind of lays really nicely and can sort of stand up if you need it to. I don't know, it's just like, it's a really great, warm, cozy accessory. It comes out February 1st. Like I said, I will have some hot pink, and I think I will have some kits in antique, which is kind of like my oatmeal-y light brown color, you know, the background color like that. And if there's another color that you'd like to see some cowl, Aran weight cowl kits in, like I said, unfortunately I do not sell the sequins, even though that looks so fun, right? Oh my gosh, can you see it? Ooh, it's so blingy. But I did get these these sequins from the Crafty Jackalope. She's out of Vancouver. So I got those from her, and I know that she has lots of blingy options. And if you just had any other, you could hold a mohair with it if you wanted a really warm and fuzzy one. I just wanted the bling. So that's what I did. And I need to fix this little end that I did not weave in nicely there. This is called, I'm going to have to put the name on the screen because I cannot remember. I feel like it starts with an S. Scattered, stacked, something. I don't know. But that's it. So that's coming out. That will be, the kits that I will have will be in the shop on February 1st. What else have I been knitting? I finished some things at the end of the last year, but that's just, you know, old news. I did pull this project out. Just felt like, I think because I'm spinning so much, it's even making me more and more want to knit with my spin cycle, which is, I always want to. But I pulled this project back out. This is Shift Again. I started it last year. Gosh, probably almost a year ago, which is kind of sad. But anyway, started this, and I have a feeling that I am close-ish to the sleeve separation. I believe. Yeah, I would think so. So, I mean, I say close-ish, maybe 20 rounds, but that's still, I think it's like less than one repeat of the pattern. So that's fun. Okay, shop news. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so shop news. I do have a little bit of Halloween yarn, a new color that at first I didn't really like it. I actually sorry, I keep adjusting this because This is my outline tee that I had knit as a sample last year. The colorway is called Sparkle for the People. I'm actually wearing it backwards because this one is so oversized, and it's by design. Like, the design itself is oversized, but it's so oversized that the V is so low in the front that I just like it actually better backwards. So, and it's my clothes and I get to do what I want. So that's what I'm doing. And I think it's okay with a low V in the back. Okay, focused I am. Okay, back to my nose running. We are back, baby. Really, seriously. I feel like I just want to do the whole show like this. Whenever I start messing with yarn, my nose runs. Okay, this is a Halloween color called Love Bites. Like, I don't know. It's got a pink and a lavender background with these like red and blue and pink speckles. Love Bites. There are not a super ton of these. I have some on sock and on glitter. Yeah, sock and glitter sock, which is a gold stellina. I think that's fairly color accurate. I just love that little lavender background. I absolutely love it. I don't know why this doesn't want to focus. Let's see. There. Now are we going to focus back on me? Or am I going to have to manually do it? Yep, gonna have to manually do it. Okay. So that's Love Bites. And I also have a little mini set. I think they're called Love Minis or Valentine Minis. I can't remember what I called them, but they're in the shop as well. I have some on the gold stellina, the glitter, and the regular sock. So there's 5 colors. This is the same as my cowl. This is neon pink. This one is, it doesn't have a name, but it's just a bright red. This is light neon pink. I've had this in the shop before. This is lavender. This is a color that we've had before. And then this is a new color called Winter Mint. It's like not blue and not green. It's like a really in between bluey green pale color. So that is that. I think it looks super cute with these. If you wanted to stripe them, I think that's really fun. Make some stripy socks. I also have right here a few left. There are no more left for the pre-order for the 2023 Advent, the pink Christmas. Those sold out. I would say 3/4 of the way done dyeing those, and they will be shipping. I gave myself a February deadline, so they will certainly be shipping beginning of February. But I do have a few left of the 2022 Advent. I still get so many people that ask me about these colors. This was the What Tomorrow Brings shawl that Telly Bean Stephanie designed for the Advent last year. I'm not done with my shawl. It's okay. I'm not done, but it's fine. But this is, it's this colorway. So it was a very, very pale, it was the Quiet Voices Advent. As you can see, I am just barely starting this little attached border situation. Yeah. So if this was a set that interested you, there was this big shawl pattern, and then it also had, she designed a second pattern. It doesn't come with it, but it's adjacent. It's a cowl that uses all of the leftovers from the big Advent shawl. And so again, if these were colors that interest you, I have a small amount, I believe, left over in the shop. I'll be dyeing those as soon as I finish dyeing the pink Advents, and yeah, so there'll be a fairly quick turnaround for you if you'd like to purchase that. And I believe it's listed under what tomorrow, I don't know. If you just type in Advent in the search bar, it'll pop up the listing. And last but not least, I am going to start carrying hand-dyed fiber for spinning. If the beginning of this little episode did not tell you that, then yeah, it's definitely my addiction right now. I purchased in December several bases of fiber to try dyeing, and boy is it different. It is so different than dyeing yarn. This is not a colorway that exists. It is just what I just literally threw some blues and purples on some yarn or on some fiber and then spun it up. This is a Polworth, and I did a chain ply on this one. So it's not, the color is all, you know, together. This will give you maybe a better idea of the colors, or the fact that it's a chain ply, but it's about 60 grams-ish, I would say. Probably about 150 yards, 150, 170 yards. I think I wrote it down somewhere. I don't remember, but I mean, it doesn't matter. I was just checking to make sure that I didn't felt it. I also, one of the other bases that I bought to test, and I haven't spun this one up obviously, but I bought some oatmeal BFL, and these are the same colors on this and this, which is just so funny. This one is like a gray beige base, and then when you add the color to it, it obviously changes so much. But so I need to spin this one up, and I will probably do a chain ply as well, just to see the differences. And then that would kind of make a cool, like a cool colorwork hat or something. I don't know. So I am just barely starting to prep the fiber for dyeing, thinking about what color I want to put on there, getting my system kind of set up for this, because it's, like I said, it's very different than dyeing yarn, and it's just a totally different process in a lot of ways. It's the same process, but just different. I think. I don't even know. I've only done very little bit, but I'm very excited. So in February, I would love to say that February 1st will be a big shop update for those Cowl kits. We'll have fiber. We will have maybe some new yarn colors. That would be amazing. Maybe we should just aim for that. Maybe we should just, what's today? 24th? That gives me a week. I can do it. We're going to say it, February 1st. February 1st is an update. There's going to be fiber. There's going to be Cowl kits for sure. That's what I'll say. I have a few bases that I will be playing around with. So if you see this and you have either colors that you'd like to see, I have Polworth, I have this mixed BFL, and then I think I will probably dye up some merino. Because I do have some merino that I would like to try. If you have a preference for one of those, or colors that you particularly love and would like to see on fiber, it could even be an existing Suburban Stitcher colorway. That would be great too. We'll try to, you know, experiment with how we can make those, transition those into fiber colors as well. That would be really fun. But yeah, so I'm really excited about this kind of new venture. If you are a spinner, I can't wait for you to try some of this. If you are not a spinner but you have a friend that's a spinner, please tell them to be on the lookout, because it will be coming soon. I think that's it. I've been reading a lot. I've been reading so much. I think I have read, I don't know, for sure more than 10 books already this year. Probably maybe close to 15, which is really fun. I say reluctantly, but at the end of last year, I very reluctantly got into the Fourth Wing, A Court of Thorns and Roses world of like romantasy, romance and fantasy, and I'm not hating it. I mean, that some of them are super sexy, right? There's some TVMA, but they're just fun. They're fun. So yeah, so I've been reading a lot of that. I'm still reading my regular like detective mysteries and cozy mysteries. I just finished a book called, oh gosh, I don't remember what it was called, but it's a knitting group, and their knit group is called the Knit and Nibble, which I just thought was so cute. Yeah, so if you have any good book recommendations, series that you have particularly enjoyed, or things that you think I need to read, please let me know. I would love new recommendations. My TBR is very long. However, there's always room for more. So, yeah. Happy Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. I don't know when this will go up, but happy January, and for sure we'll see you